常事態 TPI アップナチュラルハイ仮想世界非常事態 TPI アップナチュラルハイ仮想世界非常事態 TPI アップナチュラルハイ仮想世界非常事態ディスコネクション
How's it going, folks? It's Lace in the place. It's Sunday, time for more creative space and chill. Zofkale, congrats on getting first. I am currently in the process of trying to come down from an adrenaline high. Is that the right term? I was doing some more Final Fantasy XIV PvP before I started tonight. Yes. Last night was particularly frustrating because, you know, people were just like enemy team's entire strategies were to just focus on me, like right away. And to that end, hang on, before I go into that, like right after last Sunday's stream, I thought of trying to add. Find the piece. I don't know what it's called. I thought of adding. Oh, here it is. I thought of adding one of these. Right here. But in order to do that, I'd have to move pretty much the entire other building over a little bit. Guys, I didn't change my settings yet. This really isn't too difficult to do, but it's something that is going to be very involved, and I didn't want to do it off stream because you guys know I try not to touch the stream builds, you know, off stream, because otherwise I'll get in the zone working and then I'll end up like finishing something entirely off stream. I don't want to do that. But I'll try to knock that out real fast, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna move it. I wanted to shrink it. Yeah. About to say 70 is fine. 70 is fine right there. Now, none of this on this side needs to move. I just need to move all of this over a little bit. I'm trying to think, how would I accomplish that? Hey, you good to see you in the chat. What was I saying? Right. The focus on me, like, I'm used to getting focused. You guys know that. I talk about that all the time. I'm used to getting focused, but when it's clear that an entire team's strategy begins and ends at focusing me, when they will literally drop whatever they were doing to attack me on sight, that's when it starts to get really annoying, and that's when I start to use it against them too. Like I to make sure I wasn't just making it up, to make sure I wasn't just, I don't know, making myself more grand in the moment than I was. I tested it. I tested it. How do I explain this? For the people who don't know the map, I don't know how to explain Clockwork Castletown. I really don't. There are trap doors that send you to other parts of the arena. Let's just use doors to demonstrate. Or no? Oh yeah. No, because if I try to do teleporters, that's just gonna be extra work. Because I already have teleporters set up. We'll do doors. Let's see. Yeah, just this will be fine. So you start the match. You know, you step off the spawn, you run, and there's a door up ahead here, and before that, there's a door here. Now, this mirrors the other side as well. I told myself I wasn't going to talk extensively about Final Fantasy XIV, but it's kind of important to illustrate this point. This door sends you over to this door, which leads to like an open area near the enemy team's goal, where there's another door here. But yeah, that's or I'm sorry, it sends you to your team's side. Imagine this setup. Now, imagine this setup mirror. When you go through this door, it'll send you to the other team's door here. Most teams are gonna go in the door straight ahead of them and pop out here. It's a little further up than that. But when I saw people were focusing me that hard, I kept going to this door and then just either running straight across into like the tatami mat area or starting to run backward toward my spawn, and they still came after me. And it's like, okay, you were literally focused on coming after me to the point that, you know, somewhere between, you know, I can't even illustrate it. You know what? Give me a second. I know I've got a screenshot somewhere. Hey, DM, good to see you in the chat, man. Give me a second. I have a screenshot that I can illustrate this far better than trying to use creative space parts. Where is... It's gotta be somewhere. It's mostly story stuff. Wow, do I not have a... Do I not have a screenshot of that? What is this? No, that's not even the right map. Maybe I have one from last game. I hope, otherwise this is really going to be difficult to illustrate otherwise. And please do humor me on this. I won't go too deep into it. All right, plan B. I know I've got a gotta have like a clip somewhere of it. We'll use that. You could have said if the mag coupler is real excited, it loses its load with bullets. Huh? I'm a little lost on that one. Like, I'm not sure what. I'm kind of lost on that one. Bear with me while I find a clip of what I was talking about. I'm amazed that I've got clips from every other map than the one I'm talking about. Of course, like, you know, the moment I'm trying to explain it, and I'm like, here, I'll just show you the. Of course, I don't have what I need on hand. Weren't you talking about the birds? No, I wasn't talking about anything even remotely close to that. Not even close, no. Here, let's see. This is the first one I've seen on this map. Hopefully. This is what I'm looking for. It'll do. I could. Actually, no, it won't do because it doesn't have the little mini map in the corner, and I kind of need that to point out what I was talking about. That is of no use to me. Damn it. I would recommend to explain it and not using clips to do so. Oh, now I get the joke. My bad. Now I get it. Now, I was referring to a situation that happened last night. I was doing Final Fantasy XIV PvP, and I've explained over the last couple of Oh, you know what? This one will do. Here, just give me a screenshot from this, and I will, and I'll do what I can. Because the video itself is not going to do what I need it to do, but just if I can throw up an image on the screen, that'll easily explain it. In fact, I don't even really need anything but the mini map. Give me this. Save it as a bitmap. It doesn't really matter how I save it, as long as I can pull up the image. Watching cheese documentaries again. I wish I were. Honestly, I wish I were. Give me a second. I'm gonna throw the image up on screen to help explain what I was talking about. But to catch anyone up to what I was saying, lately I've been under pretty heavy focus in PvP and Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm used to it, but like there's a difference between let's focus him because he's a threat or he's doing all the damage for his team, and then there's let's drop everything we're doing and go after him as soon as he appears. And that's what they were doing last night. And that's pretty annoying. Honestly, like, I can deal with it. I've dealt with it many times, but it doesn't make it less annoying. Right, I saved it as a bitmap because I was being lazy. Okay, so there it is. Alright, so this is the mini-map that usually sits in the upper right-hand corner. Can you, I don't know if you guys can see, no, you can't see my cursor on screen, can you? Oh boy. Well, that's gonna make it more difficult to explain this. How do I get it to... How do I get it to show my cursor? Like, universally, how would I get it to show my cursor? Uh-oh, that's gonna be a problem. I don't actually know how to get it to do that. Well, that's gonna be pretty useless to me then. All right, I will do my best to explain it with what I got. I apologize for not being able to fully point things out on screen like I hoped I could. Just look at the red circle there on the bottom right. That's your starting point. It's mirrored on both sides. Most teams will run straight ahead from it, and you see the arrow, you know, literally straight ahead from the left. Most people will go through that door and appear, you know, in that next area there. I was taking the door in relation to the red circle. I was taking the one ahead and pointing down, which sends you to the one across from it at the top. How is that? God, this really would work better if you could see my mouse. This would work a lot better. How do I get it to do that? You know what? Whatever. Trying to illustrate it isn't that important. That's fine. Bigger picture is when I realized, when it was clear to me that they were trying to focus me, in order to prove that just to myself, I was going out of my way to be in positions that were well away from the scoring objective, but in direct view of them. And they would ignore the scoring objective to come after me. So I was like, all right, well, how well can I use this to my advantage? And I started intentionally not going anywhere near it. And yeah, they were dumb enough to just keep coming after me. Unfortunately, my team was also dumb enough to not take advantage of that, and that's sad, but, you know, whatever. Let's see what I'm doing here. No, the TLDR version of that is, though I understand, you know, though I definitely do understand the idea of focusing on a high priority target or a heavy threat, there is like I said, there's a big difference between doing that and then just panic dogpiling one player all match. And that gets pretty old. It gets pretty annoying. Like, whether I'm able to deal with it or not, it does get pretty annoying, and I'm kind of past the point of being nice about it. So to the players that insist on doing that, to the players whose entire strategy revolves around that, I'm done being nice about it. I'm done trying to play nice or you know, try to hold back or whatever, because I admit there are times even I try to hold back in PvP. There's nothing for me to gain from just going all out and like breaking people's spirits. Like, I'm there to enjoy it just like everybody else. I know what I'm doing. I'm very good at doing what I do, but I don't see myself as being any different from any other player in that regard. But again, when your entire strategy revolves around just trying to like suppress me or keep me out of the match, not only is that not going to like break my spirit, it's going to piss me off, it's going to make me extra aggressive, and it's going to make me start using it against your team. I will bait you all over, like when it's clear that you will go after me over the objective, I will bait you everywhere but where the objective is. When it's clear that you're going to withhold all your strongest attacks or limit breaks or whatever to attack me, I'm gonna start just shutting that shit down. Everything has a tell. You know, if you want to rotate stuns, okay, sure, that works. You can do that. If you want to, you know, hang on to binds, sleeps, whatever, you know, debuff skills, fine, do that, because you're going to need it. Because when it wears off, or when I just block it and don't get affected by it, I hope you have a plan B. Oh, I don't have to remeasure this at all. This is at the perfect height. Good. And I don't mean to prattle on at length about that, but it is something that is particularly frustrating. And I feel it's gotten pretty out of hand. Generally, I'm pretty, you know, laissez-faire about PvP tactics or what people think are tactics, but it really has gotten to that annoying point. So I'm not going to be nice about it anymore. And I am going to actively clown people. I may end up getting reported for it, but you know what? Why should I be nice when your entire strategy is focused on me? Like last match before tonight's stream, I went against a player, and I'm nice enough not to name names. That's not what I'm about. Went against a player that I've matched against them plenty of times. I've been on their team plenty of times too. And I've played with plenty of people that employ the same strategy many times as well. This one likes to, you know, run and jump around, but always at a safe distance. You know, they will generally play a backline job of some sort. They are not the type to play a melee or a tank. They will always play something that they can stay safe at range, but you know, still actively, you know, contribute to the fight. I'm gonna need two walls here. And going after them usually will only get their team to just try to, you know, just drop what they're doing and go after you. Though they were playing White Mage in this one, I'm using it as a convenient term because a lot of times it is White Mages that do this. I call it the Princess White Mage strategy. Just the White Mage will hang back behind the team, play it nice and safe. If you go after them, their entire team will go after you. It's the Princess White Mage strategy. That's, however annoying it may be, it is effective. It does work. I do stress it is annoying, but it does work. And that's what they were doing again. But knowing how they operate, this time I wasn't gonna bother. I just wasn't gonna waste the effort going after them. You know, to me it was just like, okay, attack them enough so that they run off and you know, go hide somewhere and heal up. Like, just as long as they're not here to do anything, I don't have to worry about it. And I, you know, of course, and I marked them target to ignore, so my team would not just try to tunnel on them. Instead, they wanted to tunnel on the tank that has two healers healing him, which is stupid. Okay, slight tangent. I've said this so many times before, and I cannot stress it enough. You are not going to kill a tank. a job with the highest HP. You're not going to kill a tank with a healer at a safe distance, untouched, just focused on keeping them alive. You're not going to pull that off. The way a lot of you play, and I am being mean when I say this, the way a lot of Final Fantasy XIV players play is pretty crappy. With your poor skills, you're not going to kill a tank who's actively being healed by a healer who is being untouched. And that's just with one. When they've got two, yeah, that's not happening. That's just not happening, and you need to accept that. You need to learn and accept that right away. So, anyways, that tangent aside. I noticed they were doing the same thing they always do, so I was like, okay, forget them. I'm not even gonna attack them. I'll go after everybody else instead. Because they're so focused on running and staying alive, if you kill everybody else, then you put them in a position where they're the only one. And of course they're not gonna take that risk. They haven't been taking the risk even when their team was alive. So, no. And sure enough, we were able to push forward. We hit overtime. I'm holding the point because that's what I do. That's what I do. In a second, I'm looking at how this is set up on the stairs. YouTube, please stop jumping ahead from my stream. One second, fix that. Yep. Sorry, this looks like it's clipping into the stairs. I think it is, but it's so little of it is clipping. I don't think this is worth making any adjustments. It's fine. This one, however, does need to be adjusted. So anyways, continuing on. End of the match, it's overtime, and a Sage on the point in overtime is a very good thing to have. Lace, why do you say that? Because almost every attack of yours is an AoE. Yes, there are counterplays to that, but when everyone is forced to be in that one spot, and you're the guy who can attack everybody with almost everything you do, that's exactly where you need to be. That's exactly where you need to be. Like, no question about it, no excuses, no, you need to be on there. And if you're worried about getting hurt, that's probably why you're in overtime right now, because you weren't taking advantage of the opportunities you had. Anyways, I'm gonna make this a little more narrow because I don't like it being that wide. Also, if I do it that way, I won't really have to change too much over at the bottom. So let's narrow this down to maybe 60. I still get the effect I wanted with that, but it's not super wide. It's better. I like that. It's better. Yeah, and this way, I really don't have to change anything now. Everything just kind of works out. Pull this wall forward, and I think we're all good. Yeah, pull this wall. Wait, no, don't do that. Because this is already pretty far in. Well, not, I can't say far in, but I'm already losing this little bit, which is not like a huge problem, but, less space overall. Jim Solid Snake, good to see you in the chat. I hope you are doing well today. Wrapping up what I was saying, I was holding the point pretty well near the end of the match. And then, the enemy team kind of, I still was straight up ignoring that guy because I noticed, again, knowing how that player plays, if they took a little bit of damage, they were going to run off, which left the other healer by themselves to handle the work. So then we just dogpiled that healer. We just focused down we didn't dogpile, no. We focused down that healer. And when anybody else came in, sure, he's doing his pop out, cast a heal, cast a spell thing, and then go hide thing. But we were just focused on taking everybody else down and leaving him. The other team gets me at one point. I respawn, had my limit break in the pocket. I'm getting back up there, and I guess they finally decided to attack him. And as I was getting in range to use the Sage Gap Closer, he's super low health. He's trying to run, so I just zip right in, take him down. How's it feel, motherfucker? Hey, Rika, good to see you in the chat. long story aside, I just, you know, the big thing, I mean, as I said on the standby screen, I have no patience or respect for cowardly tactics. If your entire strategy revolves around either just trying to, you know, rely on strength in numbers, or popping out, or like running, like hiding until you can pop out and get a sucker punch kill, like, no, that's weak. That's weak. And I've dealt with it before from better players, so I can, believe me when I say I will have no problem dealing with it, you know, going forward. I'm just not going to be nice about it anymore going forward. I try to be nice, you know, I try to you know, maintain a sportsman-like conduct, but if you're gonna be like that, if you're gonna be that guy, why should I be nice? Like, why should I be nice about that? Now, that's not to say I'm going to be absolutely rude, I'm gonna be, no, but just, there's no need for me to try to play fair or hold back when I know that you're just trying to rely on a sucker punch strategy. Or relying on people not paying attention to you to get the job done. Like, nah, I see what you're doing, and I will shut it down. And I will laugh when I do it. I've been watching found footage horror movies. Currently watching the WNUF Halloween special. Comedy horror film about an 80s Halloween special where a news reporter with a crew go to a haunted house live. It has a ton of that's a ton of fake commercials between the actual film. When the film has its own built-in intermission, that's great. Oh, uh-oh. Did I not? Oh no, I didn't realize this wall was... I thought something was off here. Hold on a second. Either this is sitting lower than... Oh, it is. Okay. Now I see the problem. I didn't realize these weren't, Wait, if I raise this up, it's gonna go through the floor. I guess I have to have it that way. Well, then why is this one sitting here, but these are sitting... Huh. That's weird. Like in your PvP story, it kind of reminds me of the strats I did in Splatoon where I baited the whole enemy team to chase me. Honestly, when they're gonna focus me that hard, that's all I really can do. And now it's like, you know, I was trying to give people a break lately, play different jobs. I did the same thing today too. You know, tried to play Dragoon. You know, give people a break from me playing Sage. And then they just started trying to mob me on site on Dragoons. I was like, all right, if we're not holding back, then why am I bothering here? Let me switch to what I beat you with all the time anyway. But yeah, just when it's clear that they're gonna focus me like that, might as well use it against them. Ah, see, that is clipping through, so I can't raise that up. Or at least lower it by 1, and that should be fine. Best of both worlds, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. Is this... That wasn't where I thought it was. That should be. As long as it's not clipping through the floor at the top, then everything's fine. Yeah, we're all good. Cool. Now I just have to make them lower this, and then everything should be even. I will eventually need to close this up. It's not super important right now, but I will. You know what? Since I'm thinking about it, I might as well do it now. How am I gonna do that? You know, one moment that was funny to me, I don't, you know, your mileage may vary on this one. One moment that was funny to me, and it's not the first time I've seen this happen. I went up against the samurai several times. I had no problem beating them. We were on the same team a couple of times, but, you know, enemy team was just trying to focus me on sight at that point. And I guess they got it in their mind that they would roll Sage, like they would queue on Sage to, because you can't have two of the same job on the same team. So they came in on Sage more or less to not be on my team. Okay, like okay, not bothered by that one bit. To me, like, I saw that and I was like, I hope you know how to play Sage, because it says a lot when I play the job with the lowest HP and people feel the need to focus me so intently. They're not doing it because I'm an easy target, I promise you that. The only strats I have in any PvP game is kill the other guy. It never works well. That's why I don't play much PvP. Honestly, believe Jam Solid Snake, believe me when I say you're already ahead of the curve there. Like, as far as Final Fantasy XIV players go, you're already at an advantage for actually wanting to attack the other guy. You know, I know that may sound weird, that may sound, you know, that may sound extreme, but no, a lot of players half commit to everything they do. Everything they do. And then they wonder why they're losing. I had a match earlier where I particularly wasn't having much trouble dealing with the enemy team, even when they were trying to focus me. But we had a very strong comp. We had a machinist and a black mage. We had I think we had a bard or a red mage. We had a very strong comp, but it was predominantly ranged. And it's like, I can't say it enough. I know you are a range job, but you do not have to stay at range. In fact, all those jobs I named off, it wasn't a bard then, now that I'm thinking about it, I know it wasn't a bard. All the jobs that I named off not only have really strong attacks up close, some of them, most of them, have gap closers to get in close for those. So again, there's just no excuse for not going in. But most players half commit. I have watched people fall over themselves to attack a tank with a healer behind him, get him to like half health, and then let him run away and go heal. No, he's half health, he's falling back. You know, don't push the attack, don't try to secure the kill. No, just let him go. Let him go heal. Now he's back, and all your stuff's on cooldown. I hope you have a plan B. Only time it was good at PvP was Halo, was that Champion Edition or yeah, I think Champion Edition. On PC over nearly 20 years ago. You know, it doesn't feel like Halo's been around that long, but yeah, it's actually been around that long. Wow. Like, now that I think about it, it has been around that long. Good lord. I feel old. I feel older now. Thank you. And, you know, PS2 players, I do apologize. I've developed a habit of talking a lot about FF14 during these streams, but, you know, these Sunday streams, I kind of just talk about anything and everything anyway, so whatever. I think I want to use a different door than this. I don't really like the other Retem door. It would match the wall that I'm using, but I don't know, I just don't like this door. I'll suck it up and do it. There we go. Yeah, you know, if I change the colors on it, it's not that bad. I just... let's do that now, and maybe it'll look better to me. Let's try that. And for the accent, let's try... I really like this tan color. The darker one's a little bit better. Let's match. It's better, but that's not saying much. It's okay. It's okay. That's fine. I'll leave this as it is now. Okay, right. Since this isn't meant to be a functioning door, I don't need it to be accessible. Oh, Halo Combat Evolved. Gotcha. I forgot that was the full name of the first game. In my defense, it's been 20 years. Change the color of that one to match, so we're good. The rest of this can come later. I'm not super fussed with that. Now there is an idea I want to try today with the water material. I was talking to Ray about this during her test stream last night. You ever been in one of those buildings and they've got one of those like interior like waterfall things? Like there's like a waterfall built into the wall. I'm gonna try to use the water material to simulate that, because that way I can make something. I can have the effect, but not have the sound from the fountain. Like the fountain would be a one-piece solution to that, but then you get the sound from the fountain all the time, and I don't want that. So let's try it differently this time. This is one of the moments where I am glad that the water material does flow. We'll put it here. Since I don't plan on making this water you can actually swim in, flatten it out. Could you even swim in that? Holy crap, you can. Wow. Don't make contact. I'm gonna push it into the wall just a little bit, but I'm actually gonna hold off on pushing it into the wall because after putting all these walls up, I realized these were just my placeholders, and I wanted to go with this instead. So we'll do that. We'll swap these out now. Put it down. Now give me the marble wall. Where was it again? Oh, there it is. That go away. Oh, I couldn't see this corner from way back there. Forward. That's right. It was already set a little more inward anyway, so I'm getting up to speed here. Down. Not that far. Set that in. Is it going through? Is it going through that? I mean, I guess it won't really matter, but oh, it is. Stop it. How am I gonna fix that? Oh, easy. There, problem solved. I'll do the same thing with the rest of these. Just place them, and then I'll make the adjustments as I need to. Trying to do this in as few pieces as possible. Another lesson I learned from way back when I first started. Like when I built my first city on ship 2, especially when I built that little subway entrance, it took so many walls to make. And then as I just deleted my waterfall. That's fine. That's the easy one to put back. These are a little more involved. Let's do these first. Two pieces here. focus and make sure I do this right. Go, and here. I think that's right. No, that is very wrong. Make all the adjustments I need to make now. Do it now, and I won't have to do it later. There we go. Well, I like how this makes like a little, you see how this is sort of sticking out a little bit? I like how it does that there. I didn't intend for that to happen, but I like that. That's actually not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I mean, that wasn't even something I did on purpose, but I like it. That's good. Move this over. Oops. Let's move that right back where it was. Leave you right there. This one is so out of place. Wow. Oh, as the title says, and I mentioned this, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this on Friday. Friday was my birthday. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it on the day, but I've known since not this round of selections, but the one before that. I've known that the next round of NGS official creators selections would be on my birthday. And I applied. I originally wasn't going to, but I was like, you know what? Let's make one last good faith effort, and whatever happens, happens. Admittedly, how do I say this? It was bad enough when it was a month by month thing, and then they switched to like a 3-month process, like a 3-month selection process, I guess. I mean, that's out of my hands. Sega can do what they want on that one. But, you know, waiting all that time, you know, only to find out that you didn't get in, kind of sucks. It is what it is, honestly. And I'll admit, I wasn't exactly expecting. I didn't expect any positive results this time, only because whatever criteria I may or may not be fulfilling or meeting, I don't know what it is, and I haven't made any significant changes to the channel since the last time. So, you know, without knowing what to change or what to do differently, I just continued on the usual course, which would result in the same outcome. And, you know, to an extent, it is still kind of disappointing, but not as much, only because it's like, well, you know, how else would I have expected this to go? With that said, I don't intend to apply again, and for the reasons that I mentioned on Friday, like the visibility bump from it would have been really nice. I'm not super worried about the free premium, like that'd be nice, but I've been paying premium all this time anyway, so whatever. The visibility boost probably was the one thing I really wanted the most, but in the absence of that, can I make this flush with the sidewalk? I can, but no, leave it like that. I like it better this way. I definitely want different flooring down here. I just don't know what I want for flooring yet. What did I use? What did I use over on shipping? I think I used this same piece from above. Like, I think I used these because they color really well and they have a nice shine to them. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Going back to what I was saying. The visibility boost would have been really nice, but I mean, I'm not really at a loss for visibility these days, so that's, you know, that is a good thing. In the process of trying to just learn and do better and do more, I got to network, meet the other creators, make some new friends, which is good too. That's always good. And now, like, largely I kind of share, like, their communities are largely my community as well. Rather, there's a lot of what's that word? There's a lot of crossover between our communities, which is a good thing. You know, that's absolutely a good thing. So in the end, there is no real, I don't want to say benefit or gain. Like, it would still be nice. Overlap. Thank you. Overlap is a better word. I neither gain or lose anything by not being one now. So with still not really knowing what may be, you know, the disqualifying factor, I just won't bother. Which in a way is good because it leaves me free to just do what I want. This one's slightly off. That should be right there. Yeah. Now, that's not to say I may never apply again. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really tasking myself with it right now, but, you know, I don't necessarily want to go through I don't want to go through a 3-month selection period blind and perhaps be not meeting a criteria or violating a criteria that I could fix if I knew. And there's that part of me there's part of me that feels like this is just kind of like salty whining, and it's not. You know, it's, you know, I accept the results because I have no choice but to accept the results. But this is just me saying, hey, I've made enough good faith effort and it hasn't bore fruit, so it's time to put that effort. It's time to take that same energy and just focus on what I'm already doing. I've accomplished the goal that I wanted to take advantage of that to help with. I accomplished anyway, so what's the point now? I think nowadays you're more active doing creative space stuff, so you're feeling a content creator niche. That too, and that's partly why I started doing that. To me, it was like, no one else does this. No one else does like creative space streams. I'm sure someone out there probably does. No one among the official creators seems to do it, not regularly. So, you know, there's got to be somebody out there that really, really loves creative space like I do. I will be the guy for that guy. You know, and that many of you show up on these Sundays so regularly now is what I always wanted anyway. So I mean, we're there. We did the thing. We accomplished the goal that we set out to, or that I set out to. And so there's just no reason to fight so hard for it. This feels off. That's because it is. Hey, no, that's not like that over here. How is it? Oh, because this one's off. Ah, I see. I was looking at it and I was like, well, why isn't it lining up right? Now I see why. Okay, good. Yeah, when I first found your channel, is that Authentic Sky? Yes, it is. And he's building a CS. How cool. Thank you. Groovy, thank you. That means a lot to hear. I mean, just like in Final Fantasy XIV, there weren't a lot of back when I first started making like PvP videos, the only person really doing it was like a Japanese player. You know, obviously on Japanese servers, there really wasn't anybody doing anything about PvP in the North American side. I mean, there were a few people, but they were mostly just kind of fly-by-night type stuff, just a video here or there. No one fully committed to it. No one had a channel focused on it. And sure, I never was a big name in that either. I never will be, because that is a story and a half. Trust me, there's a reason why I am happily a member of the PSO2 community now. And it does have a lot to do with my experiences starting out in FF14. Now, I'm not really gonna tell that story tonight because it's a long, not happy tale, and it's also just beside the point. I kind of wish I could get rid of this this line in the middle of the. Wait, I can, because there's a part of this sticking out behind this wall. Let's see if I can pull this off. Will this work? Oh! Yeah, it works tremendously. This is perfect. Hang on, YouTube jumped ahead to another video from my stream. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Like, it'll sit on my stream for a while, and then at one point it just jumps to another video. Like, it's fine for anybody watching on YouTube. Like, you know, it's not going to do anything for you, but for some reason on my end, like for me, it just leaves the stream. All right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I mean, there are still some lines between them, and that's just unavoidable, but it's not that, like, large gray seam going down the middle of the floor. So this is good. I'll take that. Let's put our waterfall back. As flat as you can make it. Put you right about there. We'll have it go all the way down, because I'm going to build a base there somehow, but put it that low to raise this up to, yeah, you know what, let's have the top be right there, and then how close to the wall can I get? Oh, that's let me put it there, because I think any closer and then I wouldn't be able to pick the piece up if I need to move it. That's good for now. I'm also curious. Now I'm just testing things. Let me see if this will work. Where is it? You know, it should also be noted. I don't intend to like reduce the amount of PSO2 that I stream. It is a game I really enjoy playing, so that's not going to change. But it's just as far as you know, as far as you know, aiming for the program, I just won't. And it's. I was talking to Leah about this yesterday or the day before that. I forget when. But I was saying I guess it's to my credit that though I've never been an official creator, even most of the official creators didn't know I wasn't. Rather, they were, you know, they would politely, you know, kindly introduce me as one, and then I'd have to correct them, like I'm actually not. And I felt like a jerk doing that, because, you know, it was a nice gesture. I know what they meant to do, but you know, just being truthful, like, no, I wasn't and never was one. I think at this point it's fine to just kind of let the misconception stand. I like the distortion that the water puts on it. It makes it look like it's actually set into the wall. That looks good. I don't know if I want to keep that, but it's all right. That's all right actually. Let's add some more. You know, I may need to raise that up because if I'm gonna put a base around this, then no one's gonna see that light. I'll burn that bridge when I get to it. How far apart do I want these spaced? What feels right? Never mind, this feels right. To adjust the vertical. I'm gonna have to adjust the vertical position of it anyway, so that's fine. I don't want a ton of these here. Now, it is worth noting, and I mean, it kind of goes without saying, to those who regularly pop in and enjoy what I do, you know, please continue to do so. I will continue to do what I do. Spread the word, tell your friends. You know, just if you enjoy what you see here regularly, tell people. You know, post about it on social media. Hey, check this dude out. He builds stuff in PSO2 on Sundays, or he plays, you know, XYZ jobs or classes in these games, or, you know, like I'm playing through Ghost of Tsushima again. If you know somebody who, if you know that, if there is a Ghost of Tsushima super fan out there that you know, yeah, point him to me. So we can both be Ghost of Tsushima super fans. But you get the idea. You know, just social media presence is a big thing. I can't say I'm super amazing at it. Like, you know, I make my effort, but I hit that point where I'm like, wow, I don't want to look at this anymore today. I just want to, like, not. Like, just my social batteries drain really quickly dealing with social media. So at one point I'm like, okay, cool, this is enough for today. I'm gonna go not do this for a while. One more, and that should be even-ish. It's not perfect, but it'll work. They're at the same height. This is just a little further over. Oh, I should also note, because a random person, like someone I don't know, did it on Blue Sky. If you are an artistic type and you'd like to do fan art, I am more than welcome. More than welcome to, or I more than welcome it. Like, that would be awesome to see. You know, I just did like an engagement bait post, posted a picture of my avatar, and they did some fan art of it. Like, cool. I appreciate that. Really, I just wasn't expecting it. I want to make this floor red. This red or this red? I kind of like that cooler red tone. This one. Definitely this one. Slowly, we are pulling this together. So, let's build ourselves a bar. You can't have an establishment like this and not have a bar time. What do we want to use for it? I'm thinking I want it to be wooden, so let's try. How big can I make this? Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Where's the side with the pattern on it? What's up top is off. Ah, okay, yeah, it's turned sideways. You know what, let's put it right in the center there. Taller. I gotta remember, Cassie is pretty short, so don't build it in relation to her height. That's a little too tall. Yeah, that's... Oh, whoops. No, that's not. Take it down to maybe 250. Nah, it's still too tall. 215. It'll work. I think it's floating off the floor anyway, too. So. By just a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. I think it's wide enough as is, too, so don't really need to change that. Let's move this back. Wait, no, because I was going to put something behind it, so don't move it too far back. Maybe about there. Then... Actually, I've got a cool idea for the bar now. It just came to me as I was starting to do this. I now have a cool idea for that. Maybe the other one, the glowy one. This one, yeah. I think 2 of these will do fine. Yeah, 2 of these will do just fine. Yeah, that'll work. There we go. I feel like the blue flashes. Yeah, let's use the other one instead. You unfortunately can't change the color of this particular item. And, you know, I'm not happy about that, but the color that it naturally isn't terrible anyway. So. Do the best we can with what we got. How far? Oh, this is like way far forward. Which, you know, here, put it. No, have it sit right up against the wall. In order to do what I want to do, I need this right up against the wall. Down. More. Over. Oh, it's still floating. Wait. No, I didn't want to do that. Ah, I see the issue. Okay, so there is still a gap here. I totally misjudged that. This one is right. The other one is wrong. Also sitting way up there. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. You know what? I have an idea for this up here. I'm not keeping this, but this gave me a cool idea. wondering if I can get away with doing the water thing here. No, I can, yeah. I don't need it super tall this time. About there should be fine. I think you guys see what I'm trying to do now, right? Yeah. This is slightly off. Line it just a little bit and then move it sideways. That's too far. This one ain't gonna be perfect, but that's okay. Now just move it back. The other back that's not forward. It's too far. There we go. You know, this is sort of giving me an idea. What if I put like a door and a teleporter here, then send you down here? Because I have been, like, in my spare time, I have been trying to think, like, okay, how am I ultimately going to work my way down here? Like, how will people get down to what will be the Ship 3 venue? It could be this. Let's continue on with this first, and then I'll burn that bridge when I get to it. This is going good so far. This is actually looking really good. Quickly hydrate while the drink is still cold. Also, there's something I want to check. No, that's not it. Okay, cool. Now you can see it. Well, if I'm in game, you can see the cursor, but I was trying to get it to. I was trying to get it to show the cursor while I was pointing out stuff on that map. And that's well, it's a half answer. It's not quite how I wanted to do it, but I think from there I can figure out what I needed to do. Right. We got the makings of our bar here. I'm gonna pull this back just a little bit more because you don't need a ton of space. What? No, actually. Leave that right there. Now, give me this. Ooh, that's super. It's touching the floor. Make it a little more narrow. Maybe to like 90 to 90. Yeah, close enough. That'll do. Push it inward. go too far in because it's like I think about that's as far in as I can push it. Yeah, that'll do. Not perfect, but yeah. Raise up the height. It's pretty offset right now. Bring that back to... One's not enough. Let's try 125. That's a little more practical. But again, she's like really short, so I really don't want to like... I really don't want to build everything based on her height. That'll do for now. That's okay. That will have to do for now. I'm thinking, what would be my next step? How about a ceiling? How about a ceiling as a next step? Rather, let's put you back in place. Wouldn't be able to do the same thing. Okay, I'll have to make a smaller piece for here, but... You know, hearing this song reminds me back in 2nd or 3rd grade. Good God, that feels like forever ago. Back in like 2nd or 3rd grade, I was... You remember when they used to have that like book program, like you order books through school and you know, something like that? Well, through that, I ordered the novel version of Mega Man 2. They turned Mega Man 2 into a novel, and what's even better, it was actually in the proper boss order as well. But yeah, that was like my favorite thing ever at the time. And took it everywhere with me. I read it literally any and every chance I got to read it, I was reading it. And I ended up getting in trouble in class because I was busy reading it. You know, my teacher confiscated it. Parents had to come and get it back. The only reason I really didn't get in any bigger trouble, I mean, I did get in trouble. The only reason I didn't get in any bigger trouble is because they were happy I was actually reading. Which, you know, I wasn't the type of kid that had to be forced to read. Like, I loved reading. But, you know, can't do that. Can't do that in the middle of class. This feels like it's slightly off somehow. Like, height-wise, it feels like it's slightly off. And the width can be adjusted, but height feels slightly off, and I don't know why. Try lowering it down by 1 and see what happens. Oh, that's too low. Ah, okay. Maybe that's why. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Got the ceiling. The general construction of this area has been done. We are one step closer. second guessing myself here, but those look like they're off. No, they're not, because if they would be sticking out over here or somewhere over here, and since I don't see them, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Good on that. What's my next step? The idea I had earlier was I want to take some of these beams and make like the word for it, and I can't even think about it right now. I can't think of the right word right now, but rafters, I guess. Actually, that shape might be perfect right there. Let's make it longer. There we go. Kind of like that height too. Just put it down, and then I can put it in the right place after it's down. This is way off. All right, that's no. We're doing fine. We can fix this. Right about there is where I want. Bring it down by 2. I like that right there. Now, give me this one. Close that. Oh, that's that's almost right where it needs to be. It's touching wall. It is. Okay. Can I stand on this? Like, I don't want to be able to stand on it, but, like, can I? I mean, I can, and then I'm kind of stuck in first person view once I do that. No, that's good though. That's what I was going for. We'll put you there. We'll bring you down to the right height. I think that's... yeah, that's the right height. Right there. There we go. And actually, I can use this to hang lighting on if I want. That solves my because I was already starting to think forward toward like, okay, what am I gonna do for lighting? Now I know. Now with adding this, I can use it for hanging lighting. Perfect. This is when I'd love to be like, oh yeah, this is just as planned. No, I kind of just stumbled on this one on the way. Like I can get it above it or right below it, but not lined up perfectly. That's okay. Put you here. We'll frame the bar with it. Let's try that. In there. Finally home after a lot of smell of octane and burnt rubber and being pit creep. Oh, I didn't know you knew how to do that. That's kind of cool though. I trust everything went well, right? I mean, I imagine if it didn't go well, you probably wouldn't be home already. It's that song from that game I can't play on Twitch. Now everybody's like, what? Why can't you play it? What's wrong with it? Nothing's wrong with it. It's just not a game that you would be able to play on Twitch. It is actually on the banned list. But why? Because there's naked girls in it. I know. Right now, somebody's thinking like, but Senran Kagura has naked girls. Yes, but not fully nude, and they don't have full frontal nudity. It is suggestive, not. How do I word it? Yeah, apparently the rating of Senran Kagura, I want to say, gets away with suggestive themes, not mature sexual themes, which there is a difference between them. For those that didn't know that, for those that somehow would have wanted to know that today, there is a difference. Is that long your answer to how did it go, or should I not ask? Best friend ran into electrical issues and his passenger rear hub started to lock up randomly. That does not sound good. I was unloading the car. Oh, I got you. Is this one? No, that's in the right spot. Why not? You know what? Let me not second guess myself here. That's how I end up messing this up. Just keep going. We're doing fine. This one will have to be. No, actually. If this goes under the stairs, then I don't have to change a thing. If it goes under the stairs. This one up here, I don't need to worry about at all. This can just go. This can go where I need it to go. This one maybe. Like, I know it's over the stairs right now, but once I lower it in place, we should be fine. I think we're doing good here. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Doesn't clip the stairs at all. Good. Now just get this one also in the right spot, and we're set. Style racing will hopefully be at the event soon, so I get to play and dance. I got to get into the car show section without paying extra because the race car looks good. Nice. Oh, I saw the pictures you sent earlier. That's pretty sweet looking, man. That is a nice looking car. I'm not a big car guy myself. Excuse me while I just defy physics and jump through the floor. I'm not a big car guy myself, but I can appreciate a fine work when I see it. Is she actually short enough to stand like right under? Okay, her head's clipping through, but she's almost short enough to stand up here without issue. That's actually kind of funny. All right, no catwalk jokes. All right, just no catwalk jokes. Like, I know it, I see it, I know you see it. Let's just not. I could like hang a sign on this, like watch your head, low clearance or something. Fun fact: 70% of car people are weebs. This is true. This is true. This is true. I would say 50% of DJs are as well, for what I know. Saying that like I know a ton of DJs. I want to lower these down by one. Like ever since I stood up there and saw that, like I can't shake the idea now, so I'm gonna lower these one step. There we go. Raise his hand. Hey, that's how it is, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I saw this Twitter discourse sometime between today and or between Friday and today. Okay, she actually fits up here just fine now. And this is her with heels on. I don't even think I have an outfit where she isn't wearing heels. I have an outfit where she's not wearing heels. No. Oh wait, she's wearing like normal sneakers with this. No, but she's on her cube. No, that works. That works. I like that. Save that other look because I don't want to go back to it. I don't want to have to rebuild it again. But I have to. I will. I think it was this, and then I just put the stuff back. No, it wasn't. It was this. Remove a few things. And add a few things. There we go. Alright, so we got that. I was saying I could hang lighting on it. What lighting do I want? What lighting do I want? Part of me kind of wants to use this, but the purple would clash with overall with the idea I have in mind. I'll try it really quick, but I don't know. Let's see. It either works or it doesn't. There's only one way to find out. Oh, looks like it can almost line up. Just it's right there. Oh, it's not even close to it anyways. I'm not feeling that purple at all. At least not from this. Maybe a different type of light could work, but that one's not. Nah, not that one. What about? What are these for the ambiance? Oh, this might be too much. I was about to say, did somebody jump in the water? That was me. I collided with the thing, which tells me I have to fix that. Because that's right. The other one that I accidentally deleted was the one that couldn't be interacted with. These are gonna have to be shrunken down. These are way too big. Like, way too big. I do like the lighting it provides, but that's way too big. Let's drop that down by half. Fix it up. I can't see it through its own silhouette now. Other forward that's not backward. Sideways. Right there should be perfect. Yeah, that's looking good. Perfect. Now, if I can just do that with all the rest, we're all set. are you in relation to everything else? Move forward. 2 steps to the right. 1 step. That should put it right in line with this. Looks like it. Cool. I'm slowly leaning into like an Eastern theme for this one, but I mean, it's an Eastern map anyway, so why not? And I'm really starting to like that idea of connecting it to the bigger venue via teleport. You know, do the love box trick, but have this be more like a kind of like an upstairs lounge. It's a little harder to see where I was standing. This one's not going to be perfect. As long as I can get it as close to centered as possible, I'm good. Yeah, this one's not going to be perfect. Yeah, that works. Last but not least, size down. This, I'm very happy with how this is looking right now. This came together not perfectly, but very, very well. Very quickly, too. YouTube clicked away again. There we go. Push it up by 1. Is that right? It's right enough. It's right enough. Like this one I can't get perfect, and I know I can't, so works for me. Coming from the top. And look over, see this. This ain't bad. This ain't bad at all. And I think because of how this is, I may move the waterfall over. To here, yes. Yeah, right about there is fine. What I'll do with it from there, I don't yet know, but I'm happy with this so far. Second, I'm gonna polish off this drink while it's still cold. Especially because I have another. I didn't think I had another, but I do. So, yay! I would like to close this up somehow, but there is no triangle piece like that. So what can I use instead? One other option would be to just swap out the stairs that I'm using. But because there are stairs that have like a base to them, kind of like these. Just ignore the scaling of it. I could use that and it solves the problem, but I like these stairs. So what if I were to? How about this? Let's try this. Right, the length is just about right. The height would need to be adjusted. This could work. This could work. It's not perfect, but I like the look of it already. Is that? Yeah, there we go. Right? Oh, no, it's not quite. So, let's make this a little thinner because I don't want it clipping the stairs. Down to 80 and then move it forward. Ah, wait, no, this wall is just more forward than I wanted it to be, that's all. How do I fix that? It does what I need it to do. That's good. Hey Maz, good to see you in the chat. Got a giant Kurumi wall scroll. My friends were shaking their heads when I showed them. I mean, I can't throw stones. After I showed you guys the picture of my HK416, the girl's frontline character, not the rifle. After I showed you guys my HK416 wall scroll yesterday, I can't throw stones. I want to get a Springfield one because I do like Springfield is one of my other like most favorite characters from Girls Frontline, but I'm in no rush. It's not. I barely have the room for it, so you know, getting it would be nice, but having somewhere to put it is the issue. Well, this might work out perfectly. There, it's not clipping the stairs. There's a small gap there, but I can always just move the stairs over. Yeah, problem solved. Yeah, let's do that. Although, how does that affect things at top? Oh, it doesn't. Good. That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah. How about some couches over here? Couches over here. If you could change the color of these would be perfect. That booth style seating is really nice, but you can't change the color and it's like, ugh. Let's see, what can we do? What can we use here? Oh, you know what? This matches the aesthetic perfectly. Throw a plant in the corner, so we'll get some space. Yeah, there we go. It's touching the floor, right? I can't tell. Yeah, that is definitely touching the floor. This was the song from the art gallery level in Streets of Rage 4. Just absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite levels. The song was an absolute vibe. This is the one I used for Dance on the Blue Planet as well. But in order to, fun fact, in order to make that, on the soundtrack, I think this is the soundtrack version of it. the soundtrack version doesn't have the saxophone solo, which I believe one of the devs actually provided that. It's cool. But in order to get that, I played and recorded the game on PS4 because I don't think I had it on Steam yet at the time. Played and recorded it on PS4 with the sound effects down. I played through the whole level to get as much of the music as I could. Plus the saxophone part only comes in a certain distance into the level. So that's how I ended up recording it, and then I just did very, very, very clever editing to get it all to match up. I did say I was gonna throw a plant in the corner. What plant? If I could make like a base for this, that's like way too weird. If I could create a base for this, I would, but then it's so wide I can't really get away with putting that indoors. So why don't we go with this? Looks kind of nice. Just like put this on like a little pedestal or something. Lower it down. I'll put some sort of little pedestal underneath it. What will I use? I think the Your Style parts have a good stone base I can use. Actually, no, this wood piece is going to do a lot of heavy lifting here today. It's about the width of it. You know, I'll have to precision this. Yeah. That's as short as I can make it, so. But it's fine if this clips through the floor. Not a big deal. There we go. Now let's make you just a little bit wider. Or a lot bit wider, that's fine too. Square it off. That's about right. Can I just move this forward one? They're not going to match up perfectly, and I will have to accept that. I achieved what I wanted from that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's now. I will replace it with can I get away with this? Super huge. I cannot. That one. this one. It doesn't really match up, but I'm aware that nothing really is going to match up here, and that's also kind of the goal. Like, I can always decide on a different wall later. That'll stay right there for now, but where I go from here, I don't yet know. Also got offered to do a video / photo shoot in the future by the guy that I think you might have missed a word there, but I get what you mean. That's pretty cool, man. Oh, this makes a good accent wall.
Concert in Ratem City.
Yeah, this makes a nice accent wall.
And come join us.
YouTube, please stop leaving my stream. Like, how am I gonna keep up with my chat when it just keeps leaving it? I mean, granted, I did say I was going to solve that problem. I was gonna, like, integrate the YouTube chat into OBS, and I did not do that yet, and I apologize for that. People watching on the YouTube side, I am sorry for that. I said I would do it, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. But it is definitely on my bucket list. Let's make this. I think I want this here. I can't do too many of them because then it would clip the light. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Try there instead. Will that work? Oh, it's not clipping the light right here. It's close, but it's not. That's fine. Make that one go away. And I'll just put this here at the right height. I like this as an accent wall, but I might not keep this. It's not bad. This was an idea I mostly was just trying to test out. And I like it, but I can live without it. I am gonna have to create the base for this. You know what? Why don't I stick a plant on it? Call it good. Yeah, actually, I'm cool with that. Into the right spot, and we should be all set. Move it back. It's kind of hard to see through its own silhouette. That's almost how I want it. Make it a little bit wider, and we should be good. Try maybe 115. Yeah, we'll move it back one step, and that'll do. Perfect. Now that that's there, I like this even less. I can play with that idea somewhere else, but I just won't do it in here. Let's get some tables in here. I don't need anything fancy, just, you know, tables, chairs. Which one? These would be nice, but totally wouldn't fit the overall aesthetic. What could we use? That's kind of nice, but I think it would sit too low. Yeah. And also just doesn't fit the aesthetic. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna find a table or chair that go with this so well. Unless I do something generic like this. Which, I mean, that could work. I could get away with that. Let's try that for now. And if I get a better idea later, I can always swap it out. We'll do this. Square it off. Don't necessarily want it right under the light. There really is no better place for it. Actually, let's leave some generous space for the bar. There. We'll stagger the tables a bit. Put you here. We'll put you. That's a little more forward than I wanted to be, but adjustments can and will be made. That's not a problem. I think that's aligned, right? More or less. This is way more forward than I want it to be, honestly. I'd be happier with it right here than as far forward as it is. So there, we'll go with that. And I'll adjust this one to match. I guess I could just move this one back a little bit. Oh, interesting thing happened after last night's stream. Not a copyright strike, thankfully, but a claim. There was a copyright dispute on the on last night's stream for use of the Blumenkranz song. Now, YouTube flagged it as the karaoke version, and it's not. It's the same version I used when I made that SAO video like a couple of years ago, and that one didn't get flagged, so I'm a little confused as to why they suddenly dinged that one. And I'm on the fence about whether I want to try to appeal it or whatever, because it's really not that important. Especially with all the passive legalese threats made in there. They were just like, hey, if you make a false dispute, you know, you risk your channel being terminated. And I'm like, it's not really worth the risk, but at the same time, like, you falsely said I used a version of a song that I didn't use that seemed to be totally okay to use before. It's really not that big a deal. One of the options was to just simply mute, like remove the song from that part of the video. And I was like, all right, fine, just do that. Just do that. And I will, like, I've already removed the song from the playlist. I like the song, but I don't need to have it there. If it's going to cause problems, I don't need it. There's plenty of other good ones. Also, hey Leah, good to see you in the chat. I think these chairs are sitting a little too close to the table. Oh, no, actually, they're fine. They're fine. I usually like having one at an angle. Gives it a little more, gives the whole thing a little more character. Like when all the chairs are just sitting there uniform, it looks a little uncanny. Also got to get a selfie with a well-known person in the car community, so a big win today. Nice, nice. I mean, I have no idea who it is, but who was it? To this after, like this is, yeah, that one's way off. You know what? I kind of like that. Rotate it. Somebody just couldn't be bothered to put their chair back in the right spot. Why do I feel like these are floating? They probably are. Go out of check. Actually, I really can't tell, or sorta. It's not. It looks like it's floating, but it's one of those things where it's such a. It's floating by so little that if I try to adjust it, I'll end up putting the chair on the floor. Context, he's a grassroots drifter and screams RV power a lot. No idea. I have no idea who that is. Like I was saying, I'm not like a big car guy, so I would have no clue who it is. His Instagram handle is Chloe_FDM. You said it was a major person in the car community. Not bad. Not bad. See, this one's sitting in the floor, and that's not what I wanted. Ah, I see. There is no fixing that. They're either gonna float just a little bit, or they're gonna be like set into the floor. I will just have to accept that as it is. For now, I will have to accept that as it is. I don't like it, but it's how it is. We are putting this together pretty well. Before I go too ham on trying to like build this whole thing, let's get the other structures built. Like this is good. Like this I've done more than I even thought I'd managed to do in here. So let's go forward from here. Also, this is off. Still. How that ended up that way. This to change. 215 looks good. And it's fine if it clips through over there because that's just gonna be an in excess of a nothing. That's where it clips through. This will be closed off sooner or later. Speaking of closing things off. Give me... What piece will do what I need it to do right now? I'll use this one. Give me the dimensions of this. I'll use that. A little bit longer. And we need to set it at
now in Return City.
We're just closing off the stairway here. That's all. And then we should be all set. And since this door isn't functional, this is fine if this piece is like sitting in front of it. I don't need it to be that. Let's try 150. Bring it down to the proper height. That's better, but not quite. Maybe 135. I can just throw a little ceiling in here real good. Actually, instead of that, since I may put the floor of whatever may be up here can be the ceiling for this part. So cool, do that. I guess I have to cover this too. One of these ought to do just fine. Or this, yeah. So there's a piece that matches, that's perfect. Oh, wrong one. Or just rotate it back. There we go, problem solved. Like, I know there are some of these that are like two-sided, or not two-sided. There are some that are meant to be on the left or the right. That one's not. That's not one of those. Honestly, I could leave that like that. It's doing what I need it to do right there, like that. So slide it back one. Boom. Yeah. There we go. It's doing what I need it to do. So problem solved. Alright, chat, if you will excuse me for one moment, I am going to take a very quick bathroom break, because that is the downside of drinking a ton of soda. I will be right back.
fucking go, baby.
I am back. Sorry about that. Let's make sure we turn off the BRB blur filter. Oh, Zio, thanks for the raid, man. I'm sorry, I was away at the bathroom when you raided, but it's great to see you. And Leah, I'm glad you shouted him out already. Welcome raiders. I'm sorry that I was away when you arrived, but you know, major calls. That's how it be. I am Lace Valeria, the multiversal Ojo Soldier, the unofficial NGS content creator, and we're doing the Sunday Creative Space and Chill like we usually do. It's great to have you here, man. How was your stream? What were you doing? Were you playing PSO2 or something else? Sasuke Black, good to see you in the chat, man. How you feeling? Oz, I love you, but you're in the way. I want to put my foot there. Go lay on the bed. I want to put my feet up on this. Luna, good to see you as well. Oh, you guys had a fashion show? Really? How did that go? Come on, I see you're trying to jump, but you gotta sit down. This was over on ship 1, right? I would assume it was on ship 1. Went really well. Good. I'm glad to hear it. You know, I'm sorry sorry I wasn't keeping up with everything. I'd have been there. I mean, at least until I had to do this. I totally would have been there. Probably would have been a better time than getting hunted down constantly in FF14. Oh, Zio was the host. Nice. Fashion shows are actually pretty fun. I've only ever hosted one, but I mean, I'd never hosted one ever until then, and after the fact, I was like, this was actually pretty awesome. I'm glad it was a good time. I'm glad everyone had a good time. I need... Let's return it to its normal size. There were some incredible fits. I would expect no less. Honestly, PSO2 players know how to style. More than anything, they know how to style. Let's see. I had an idea while I was away. I'm gonna try to make it work now, but I don't know. It's either it will work or it won't, but we won't know until we try. This is gonna have to be adjusted anyway, so let me not nitpick it too much. Actually, you guys are just in time too. Though I didn't do anything super special for my birthday, and then the next day I was just too tired to want to bother. I do owe everyone a DJ session, so I will do that. Like once I'm done building tonight, I will hook up the decks and maybe do like an hour set. So do stick around for that if you feel so inclined. Maybe need some moves out there. You might be just a little in the way there. I mean, I'm just gonna be placing parts, and I don't want you to get like stuck in the in the parts that I place. This wasn't all the way at the edge. I thought so. Yeah, baby, I'm a Whoops. One more time. That side. Well, then that means these aren't actually. Oh, I see. Let's do. Well, I'm gonna go feed my dog and feed myself. Have a great rest of your stream. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks again for the raid. I appreciate you. I appreciate you entrusting me with your community. I will take good care of you. Food actually also sounds really, really good right about now, but I can't act like I didn't eat earlier. Yeah, I just had a light snack. I try not to eat too heavy before I go live. I would have to go to the bathroom, but yeah, food actually sounds really good right now. Yeah, baby, I'm the funk. Yeah, maybe I'm the funk. That's much better. That's in the right spot. It's just set inward. That's why it looks like it's not. There we go. Lower it down, and we are set. Now, the idea I had while I was gone, so you guys know what the hell I'm doing.
The live concert is complete. Thank you for joining.
I was thinking maybe like some sort of office-like space above whatever this shop is gonna be. But then I was also thinking like this entire thing doesn't need to be an office space. So what if just like literally this much of it were, and then there was just some small literal hole in the wall apartment over here. Back. Having said that, let's put a door in there. Okay. Also, to those curious, and because I have to keep clicking back to it when YouTube decides to click away, we are also live on YouTube now. We are multi-streaming on YouTube. While I don't have the chat open on OBS to see, I just have the actual YouTube stream open to see the chat. So, you know, feel free to tune in here or on YouTube. You know, can't go wrong either way. This is gonna end up being a little tinier than I thought. Like I said, tiny, but not. Oof, that's gonna be like enough. That's gonna be nothing. Here, let's use the interior door instead. I think that'll take a little less space. Just a little. Manually adjust that. Store to Continuum is available if you want to use it later. What is oh, right. You're the venue you made. Cool. I had to stop and remember. That's what you ended up naming it. I may take advantage of that, or I keep talking about doing a set at the Love Box, and then I just haven't. Like, let me burn that bridge when I get to it. I haven't quite decided what or how I'll do it.
Interception operation involving the central cannon is currently in the planning
I'm gonna go
stage.
the lazy route, and instead of trying to add more walls, I'll just one for the office. That was a little far forward. Right. I can actually cover that with the, whatever's going to be the interior wall.
Transmission. Our data points to the imminent appearance of dark fog in the central area. An interception operation involving the central cannon is currently in the planning stages. Please prepare to deploy.
This was one of those songs, I mean, along with Vegas itself, this was one of those things that really just made me fall in love with Bass PSO2. I was not ready for Vegas when I first saw it. First time Vegas Illusion first appeared, I was like, is that the Statue of Liberty riding the Sphinx? And using the Eiffel Tower as a lance? And sure enough, it was the Statue of Liberty riding the Sphinx using the Eiffel Tower as a lance. And trying to crush you with the Arc of Triumph. Because, you know, that's totally a normal thing that happens on Earth. Because, yeah. Yeah. Still, it definitely was a moment where I was like, I don't know who came up with this, but I kind of like it. Ooh, that haunted urgent quest is happening. I kind of need it, but I'm busy building right now. There will be more. I can do it later. I'm not gonna like break my creative flow just to go do that. Yeah, totally a normal day in Vegas. Truth is stranger than fiction, Rika. I think it's one of those things that, like, Vegas being the way it is, even like the locals would look at it and be like, we've seen weirder. Speaking of weird, I think I mentioned yesterday that the our resident fountain jumper struck again, and now he is banned from the premises. He's going to have to find himself another fountain to jump into. Which, you know, I'm still trying to figure out why this man thought it was a great idea to do that in autumn in upstate New York, where it's cold. Like, we kind of just skipped fall, and it's like, nah, we'll just be cold. What season is it? Cold. Okay. Got it. Wherever you are, fountain jumper, I hope you're living your best life, and I hope you find nicer fountains to jump into. Like, I bear you no ill will. I wish you nothing but the best. I wish you all the happiness that fountain jumping can offer, just not in our fountain. Just not there. And I'm sure I don't have to tell anybody here, but if you want to do something crazy like jump in a fountain in the winter, that's up to you. You are an adult, and I expect you to be able to make good choices, or choices that are not as bad or weird. But still, just, you know, practice good judgment and healthy hobbies. Is that what I want to say? Look, just don't jump in fountains, all right? Just what? Screw the platitudes. Just don't jump in fountains. Just don't. Like, don't be that guy. You know, for those who were there in the Butterfly Squad when I said it, when I think I made it my Discord status for the day. I said you could have been normal and then you decided to jump in the fountain. That's the guy I was talking about. Though, to be fair, man is just living his best life, and maybe I'm the one who's missing out. Maybe he is keen on something that we would all benefit from if we were willing to be like him and jump in fountains. I don't plan on doing that anytime soon, but you know, I'm willing to be objective about it, that's all. To that end, I have no intention of jumping in any body of water anytime soon, or any water receptacle anytime soon. Oh, this way. I'm sorry, just this song came on and all I could hear is the Tekken announcer going, "Select your fountain." Like, I've forever ruined the song for myself now. Oh, this one's off. There, problem solved. Oh, I see. Alright, let's move this back to about there and then make it a little bit more. Maybe like 210? 210 will work. Select your fountain is a crazy statement. You say that, but you know what? Just, you know, hey, free ideas. If somebody out there has game making skills, if you can make a game that makes jumping in fountains somehow fun, I will play it. Just I've played Stranger Things. There's that one mini game in Watch Dogs that is literally you bouncing on big psychedelic flowers. And man, is it fun. It's fun. It is just stupid fun. Like, all you're doing is just, and it's like a super bounce. Like, you bounce on the giant flower, you go flying, and then you just try to, like, land on the next one to keep it going. Like, you keep that going as long as you can. Like, it's fun. It's just fun. It's stupid, it's weird, but it's fun. You laugh, but I hear that Power Wash Simulator is mad fun. You know what? Power Wash Simulator is great. Unless you have OCD. It will drive you. Oh God. Power Wash Simulator will drive you insane if you have OCD. Especially when everything looks clean, but there's that one little speck somewhere that you just, like, you can't see it because it's so small it was easy to miss. Oh, it just, I streamed it once and I was like, I can't do this again. I will go insane. Like, it was fun, but when there were just like a few random specks left under a rock, I was like, what? Like, what? Come on. And of course, me being stupid, I like literally went over everything all over again. And it was the one spot I didn't touch because I was like, oh, that spot's fine. That spot's totally clean. Yeah, it was right there. I'm a vehicle technician. How is that fun? Like I said, I see people have fun with Car Mechanic Simulator. There's a lot of those odd, like, simulator games out there that I'm certainly not one to judge, but I can sort of see how they might be fun for people. I mean, to be fair, you know, there are games that I find absolutely entertaining that other people are like, I don't get it. I don't see how this is entertaining at all. You just, you know, either you get it or you don't. I don't want to put another window in there. I do want to put one in the like nothing. Oh, this is the max size of this. This is a literal hole in the wall apartment. And naturally, it is like super overpriced. Because of the location. You're close to everything. Literally. Lace, how expensive is it? How much Meseta do you got? There we go. This is working out. Let's put a wall up here. Let's do the interior. I have seen a couple of friends playing the TCG card shop simulator. That one, I'm not a big TCG guy at all. That's why you never see me play Line Strike. But I get the idea of it. I imagine there is some appeal in running a shop like that. I think it's hilarious that you actually have to like spray down customers that smell bad. I'm not. I don't really know how to feel about that one because it's like I know that's a thing, unfortunately, but I don't know how to feel about that. Two. Oh yeah, that actually works out perfectly. Might have to make the door a little bit quieter, but that's also not an issue. Or just slide it over. Yeah, problem solved. If you must concern yourself with the price, you don't have enough. Says Zafkiel that has $1,400 wheels ready to order next Friday. I mean, you wouldn't have bought them if you weren't able to, right? Because, you know, we are all mature, well-off adults who make smart choices with money and our lives all the time, right? Right, chat? That's us, right? That's all of us? Yes? No? Yes? Your silence is damning. Expensive hobbies. Yeah, no, I get that. Trust me, I get that. all of your answers. Looking left and right. I love that. Nope, I make bad financial decisions. I mean, to be fair, so did our parents. Largely. Okay. How do I say this without sounding really mean? Though we come from very different backgrounds, all of us come from very different backgrounds, I like to think that many of our elders made their fair share of not so intelligent choices with money and or, you know, whatever things they did back when they did them. Yeah, it is a shared experience of life. Like we are all going to, we all deal with that. Now, some people do make smarter choices than others, but I believe none of us are perfect in that regard, so it's okay. Plus, the way I see it, and you know, like I said yesterday, I think of all the things you ever take from the Lace channel, don't let it be financial advice. Life is short. Enjoy it. You work hard for your money. Hopefully you work hard for your money. You work hard for your money, might as well enjoy it. Because when you're gone, you ain't taking it with you. Can't make bad financial decisions if I don't have an income. No, see, that's what we call a life hack.
Until the central cannon is fully charged. We're counting on you.
I mean, you're right. You can't make bad decisions if it's just not a factor. Thus, in a way, you are making a good decision. I am totally grasping at straws here, but you get the idea. This is not quite how I wanted it to be. No, I can make this work. I'm so used to hearing the next song from the Yars Rising soundtrack play after that, it feels weird to hear something else. Let's make this a little more narrow. I think 90 should work, right? Can't see the corner of it. Maybe 85? And then just slide it over by 1. Yeah, problem solved. It works. Now I'll have to put like some sort of frame around this here. But yeah, it works. That's a way to look at it. Alright, so we got our office space here. That's cool. We can close this off. In fact, give me this floor. Let's put another one here. Now, the idea is I am building just this cyberpunk style urban hellscape tower, so to speak. I, for lack of a better term, a tower. Just the idea is how much can I cram into a vertical space, like a conglomeration of vertical spaces, and that is the challenge of this build. Let's see. Actually, I like that sitting right there, just like that. Yeah, I like that. It's sticking out a little bit. Nope, that's fine. That's fine exactly as it is. Yeah, let me not overthink it. Just do it. Can't make bad financial decisions when you're broke, too. This is also true, unless you have a credit card. Oh, ouch! Right in the reality there. But to be fair, that's exactly why I don't have a credit card. I just don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I've seen enough people make that mistake that I'm like, even I can't be that dumb. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. Oh, that's too wide to do what I want it to do. But there is another piece that works perfectly for that. And it is this piece. Yes. Yes. Yay, no credit score club. Well, I've got a credit score, and it's absolutely atrocious. For good reasons. Reasons I won't say while live, because personal. And not bad, but also not good. It's not like I did anything weird. Right. Short version, and without any elaboration, for the sake of helping someone else fix theirs, I did not fix mine. And, well, that's how it be. I'm really in my own way right there. When I put it back, actually no, I want it like that. That's good. Have this face outward. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Sweats profusely. I know that feeling. That moment when I accidentally called out the chat for their poor financial decisions. But hey, it's okay. You know, millennials in the chat, we can just blame it on the boomers. I know. Lace, that's mean, and that's dishonest, but wrong though. It's not wrong. It's just, it's more morally gray than anything. it goes without saying. Please don't just blame others for your poor financial situation and or decisions. Just don't do that. Lace, what about you? What about me? My plan B is to marry old and rich and play the waiting game. I'm kidding. Please understand, I am kidding. I'm totally kidding. I blame the race car. You know, any of the really fun adult hobbies that are legal, wow, that's a bad lead off. Any of the fun adult hobbies generally are going to be expensive in some way. That's just life. That's how life is. And that's okay. Slide this in place. Let's do what I need it to do. It's good. This piece is kind of sticking out over it. I can always adjust the height because this is a flooring piece normally. Let's drop that to like 90. So it needs to be a little bit wider to fill the gap. Do 30. There we go. No, I can safely say that DJing is an expensive hobby. Whether you want to do it seriously or whether you just want to do it as a hobby, it is expensive. And that's just talking the equipment. When you get into like music and transportation and insurance for your gear, because whatever can go wrong will go wrong. It's an expensive hobby. It's a wonderful hobby, but it's expensive. This is like the crappiest part. But you know what? If you need a roof over your head, there you go. Slap a bed in there and maybe a table or chair. Throw a TV on the wall, you were good to go. Man cave it up and call it good. Same goes for racing, except a bit more maintenance. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wear and tear is just a natural thing that's going to happen to any equipment you use, which is why it is good to, I would say this, responsible manner. It's good to, if you're able to, it's worth spending the extra. No, let me not say that. If you're getting started, you don't need the best stuff ever. You don't. You just don't. But if you find that you really want to take the next step into the hobby, it is good to invest in it a little bit without, obviously without breaking the bank or or putting yourself in a bad situation. But especially where wear and tear may be concerned, where upkeep or costs may be concerned, it generally would be, it would be better to make the initial investment to avoid long-term high costs for like wear and tear or just upkeep, so to speak. And again, I am anything but some sort of expert on it. I'm really not, but it's just one of those things that just makes sense to do it that way. I'm gonna bend the rules a little bit here and place the wall just the size. when they first dropped Eddie Gordo's Tekken 7 trailer with this song, that was such a that was such an awesome moment. Good job done. Sideways. I used this song and the second mix of it for one of my FF14 PvP highlights. My 7th. Was it the 7th? Yes, my 7th and the 7.5 lace drop extended. Because in the process of working on that, one of my flash drives died and I lost a bunch of footage. But then I remembered I created a draft a while back, and so I just grabbed that, ripped the audio out of it, threw it in the video. Well, in the 7.5. So now we got our inner wall, we got our outer wall. I really don't like doing that, but in this case, I didn't want to. I wanted to avoid the like patchwork, at least for now. I like his Tekken 8 trailer with his tag 1 theme. Yeah, that was a good trailer too. The Tekken 8 trailers are pretty well done. They're pretty hype. And her name is escaping me right now, but the new announcer, Len, she's like famous for being an announcer. You know, and they tapped her to be the announcer, not just for the trailer. She actually is, like, in the story, she is the announcer for the actual tournament that happens. She's great. I wasn't so crazy at first, but like the more I heard her in the trailers, the way she did that thing she's famous for, it's a hype moment. Hearing her announce every new challenger when they're not new, but just the way that she did it with that flair that reminds you of why she's famous. I love it. Wow, this is a literal hole in the wall apartment. This is the kind where your bed is your couch, and your couch is your bed. Oh, Phoenix! Yeah, it's so great how she says it. Funny fact, Empress showed me some nice wheels, but the price per wheel was $3,600. I mean, those wheels better, like, they better install themselves, upkeep themselves, and literally drive the car for me at that price. Like, nah. Just, nah, man. There's that part of my brain going, well, what would they do about a bathroom here? Well, it's easy, just use the bathroom in the office. But what if the office doesn't have a bathroom? Well, there's plenty of good trees right over there. Yeah, I'm satisfied. I'll add more to this as I go. I don't want to put too many details inside because I still have that big island up there, the starting one, the small one, which I just may not do anything with. It's so small, I don't know what to do with it. And I was just playing around with ideas and accidentally made a hot spring over here. Maybe I will go further with it, or maybe I won't. I am not really tasking myself with this area just yet. It's there. It is just there. And then of course there's still everything down there that still has to be done. This is coming together well though. And it's always been a challenge for me to make really closed spaces, so that is, oh! Hot Rod, thanks for the raid, man! Welcome, Raiders. I am Lace Valeria, the multiversal Ojo Soldier, now at level 42. And we are building a cyberpunk hellscape today. Like this apartment right here, it's like, Zafio, how much were those tires again? 3,600? Yeah, this apartment right here is like 3,600 a month. But look at that view. Look at that amazing view. It's worth the money. You're not really paying for the apartment. You're paying for the convenience of the location. Hello, sir. Hello to you as well. Feel free to give yourself a shout out since you also do the mod thing over here. New York City. Zafkiel, you're not wrong actually. You're really not wrong at all. I saw this thread online about like New York City apartments and how tiny they are and what they charge for them, and I was like, oh, wow, that sounds kind of, or that looks like it ought to be illegal, but okay.
It's like people saying it's charcuterie, not charcuterie. What? What are we talking?
Is he trying to say chartreuse?
What are we talking about? I don't even know what that word is. Charcuterie, that's what it is. Not charcuter. Oh, not charcuterie. Oh.
That's a word I never heard.
Wow, silicone in chat. I swore you typed out.
Here, let's put a light. It's gonna be fancy and we're gonna put it on the wall. Yeah, thanks again for the raid, Hot Rod. It is great to have you here. What were you playing today? And how did it go? There, it's not on the wall, is it? Nope. Knock myself out. Because it's the same voice actress, all I can hear is Orange singing this song there. And that's not a complaint at all. Was doing PSO2 things, or started to anyway. Right on, right on. So my upload should be between 600 and 1,000, and it wasn't even hitting 50 tonight, so the stream is super unstable. Uh-oh, that's not good. Were you like testing out some new settings, or was this just kind of how the Wi-Fi did the thing tonight? Yeah, Wi-Fi go burn. There's no window here, is there? No, there is not. Because I wasn't going to put one there. I was going to do this. I forgot. I thought I took care of that already. I just realized I didn't. It's crazy to think Ino is Ina. So her "be my bottom line" is hilarious. Oh, I get it. I read it wrong. So nope, just the one time I was trying to do all the things my ISP decided it wasn't a thing. I get that. I get that. Right? I don't deal with that as much for my ISP, but my laptop sometimes decides like, oh, this ain't a gaming night. You don't get to do anything. What? You want me to load that game you've played 1,000,000 times and I totally can run? Make this a little more narrow. Oh, slide it over. Maybe I should make it a little shorter too, because yeah, I'll do that. Let me hear this. One thing at a time. You've come at a good time too. When I saw my sister on my birthday, she suggested that I do like a DJ stream, and I was thinking of it, but I also just kind of wanted to be lazy on my birthday, and I got a chance to, and I'm happy for that. The day after, I wanted to do it as both like sort of a celebration / memorial, celebration for my birthday, memorial for my mom's, because her birthday was the day after mine, and then I was just drained from, like, I went out and voted that day, and I was from all the walking and having to try to be a social creature, I was drained. So I was like, I just want to play SA overnight. But because I was lazy those 2 days, I owe you all a DJ session, and I will do that tonight. Once I'm done building, I will do the thing. And you were, of course, all cordially invited. You don't even have to pay for it because, you know, none of us here have money. Because we are all well-adjusted adults who make smart financial choices. Right, chat? Don't all answer at once, please. I have to adjust those windows. There's gonna be a gap no matter how I do that. Oh, this could work. It works. It works. It works. I'll just slap a neon sign up there, and no one will be any wiser because they'll be too busy looking at the sign, like, oh, that's okay. Sorry, I was in the middle of buying something in Roblox. Prime example. Smart financial decisions. Sorry, Rika, you set it up. I had to go for the. I had to take advantage of the opportunity. This is also me never having played Roblox, so I don't know. I don't know if things are expensive or not. The joke could literally be on me in that case. If more money means more problems, I have no problems. Same. Wait, where is... Oh, I haven't used it yet. I only adjust... Right, I never used this piece. I only just adjusted the one that was already there. So then where is it? Sideways. I will move this over here. Or... Yeah, I want to make like a little hallway here for things, for various things. I don't know what yet, but you know, kind of building this as we go. Taking the Kowloon approach. Just build it upward. You out of space? Add another floor. Add another level. Until literally they're like, yeah, any higher and planes are gonna start hitting. It's true. I'm not making this up. That was a concern at a certain point in the existence of Kowloon. And that is the last time I will mention it in this stream, because you guys know me, I will totally nerd out on it. You know, I find it a very fascinating thing. Especially to know that it existed in my lifetime. I wish I could have seen it, but it existed in my lifetime. And now it isn't. Simple. There. Is that? That's fine. Now, where I'll go from here, I have no idea. But we are making it happen. We are doing the thing. Hey, same. I have to pay towards some HVAC repairs after just paying on ceiling repairs. Oh, ouch. Home repair is worth it. Definitely worth the money spent, but ouch. Well, on the bright side, we got this mostly done today. This is hardly 100%. I'm going to add more to this later, but I'm trying to hold off on making any details to some of this stuff because we have a lot more space to build, and actually we have a lot more. We've still got plenty of build space, both in actual space to build and part allocation. We're sitting pretty, but details eat up eat up, build space fast. So do be mindful. I am surprised that for as much as I've done so far, there's still so little space taken up. I'm grateful for that. I am very grateful for that. You know, I should do one of those elevator things like over here somehow. I don't know how or where, but maybe over on this side to the big island I should do that. Cause yeah, I've got the space to do it right here. This would be a good spot for it. This would be a great spot for it actually. Even the rock right there is kind of squared off. Yeah, actually, that's not bad. Kind of just like planning ahead for future stuff. That's... Yeah, let's do that. Here, I'm going to grab some parts to lay the foundation of it, and we will deal with it later. I also never put the beams on this like I meant to. That's okay. How are things for me today? Things are good. Things are good. I opened the stream complaining more about all the people who are all the people whose like sole strategy in Final Fantasy XIV PvP now is just to mob me on sight. If anyone follows me on Twitter, then you've seen my comments on that. Oh, this is at an angle. This is the part sitting straight. Oh man, that's gonna be a chore to make. Like, I can do it, but seeing how I forgot all of this is at an angle, I don't want to build this at an angle. I just this is gonna be a chore. Just do the thing. Just suck it up. Let's leave it. Leave it like this for now. I can do it. I am not going to enjoy doing it, but I can do it. Adjustments later. PvP things are always rough for me depending. Overwatch takes all my soul sometimes, I guess you could say. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, however bragging it may sound, when I'm not playing Sage in Final Fantasy XIV PvP, that is actually me trying to... That's me trying to both give myself and other people a break, because I know I can be very difficult to deal with when playing Sage. To that end, I've been trying to just play other things lately, you know, switch it around a little bit to also keep people from just getting too used to what I do or how I do it. But no matter what I play, people just like mob me on sight. And I've kind of hit the point where it's like there's a difference between hey, let's get that guy because he is like, you know, he's the guy doing all the work for his team, or he's the guy that we really need to like look out for or defeat in order to win. There's a difference between that and let's drop everything we're doing and focus this guy on sight and keep him out of the match. And that's what people have been doing, and it's annoying, and I am like so very done. Now I've dealt with worse. Believe me when I say I've dealt with worse and come out on top. So this will not be an issue. Godslayer 6606, thanks for the follow. I am on all ships. Currently I'm building on my main ship is ship 4, but currently I'm building on ship 3. See, the mods said it better than me and with less stammering, so yeah. go with what they said. But yes, going back to what I was saying, I don't necessarily intend to do anything differently, so to speak. But now that I know that is like their primary strategy to like, you know, dogpile me on site. Now I know how to deal with it, and I'll just deal with it. This piece is not aligned. Oh wow, that is 3 raids in one day. Rudy, good to see you in the chat. Welcome, Raiders. I'm sure most of you already know me. I am Lace Valeria, the multiversal Ojo Soldier, and I am on ship 3 right now. Ship 3, people.
What a nice guy.
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online.
It took him out the moment he appeared. I was gonna tell Rooney to rage you, but she decided to before I could tell her to. Well, I appreciate it. I really do. It means a lot when you guys. It means a lot that you guys even think of doing it. I
Keep them
truly do.
coming.
God, I swear, when you get shot around one of the containers, it's literally just a game of fucking thin line.
We are making things happen
swear
over
it
here
is.
on ship 3 tonight. Continuing with the
They
first
finally
ship
got
3.
tired of me.
Throwing a stun grenade.
Spent most of tonight working on this. I did this in the last couple of minutes, but I spent most of tonight working on this. Obviously, there's more to come, but for now, this will work. And it goes without saying, if you're on ship 3, you're more than welcome to come through and check it out. I mean, whether I'm here or not, you know, feel free to come in and take a look and go, wow, this is so cool. So really, how was your stream? What were you playing? What were you doing today? Damn, fancy place. I like to do it big. I like to do big things. And I like to challenge myself. This is the This would be city number 6. Technically, yeah, city number 6. Yeah, this is the 6th city I've made in this game, or that I am making in this game. We're finishing up a post-game dungeon for the first clear. Ooh. We're slowly 100%ing the entire game in Paper Mario. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I've been doing that collab with Mr. K in Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, and I mean, having never played it myself, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Like, I feel like I truly missed out not playing it way back when. But yeah, I'm glad it's going well. We just finished the XS Express. Yeah, we just finished that part. That part was wild. A lot of expectations subverted there. It's been a good run. And to that end, to any Paper Mario fans out there, definitely come and check us out. We do that on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, check us out. Now, Mr. K is far better than I am at at doing different types of voices. I do the best I can, but we are voicing the dialogue as well as we go. And it's been fun doing that. It's led to some very hilarious moments. And yeah, that was a good chapter. It was definitely not how I expected it to be. But then again, most of the game has been not how I expected it to be, in a good way. I should put a light in there. I don't know how, or I don't know what color, but I'll put a light in there. Nice fun time. Amen to that. A lot more fun than just getting targeted on sight in a certain critically acclaimed quote unquote MMO. And I know, don't put your pitchforks down. It is, but it isn't. But it is. Chapter 1 is the most straightforward. That's true. That's true. The whole game has been a really nice vibe so far. I'm actually looking forward to, we didn't do it last Wednesday, just, you know, for like real life obligations, but I'm pretty sure we'll be getting back to it this Wednesday. And that'll be a good time. The soundtrack is really good too. I love the music in it. Speaking of music, I did mention earlier that because I didn't do anything special on my birthday, and I didn't want to, and because I was just too tired to do anything the next day, I owe you guys a DJ session, and I will do that tonight. It's in the stream title, so I have to be a man of my word. I will definitely do that very soon, actually, very soon. I will do a short set for you all. At this point, I'm kind of poking around looking for things to fix or adjust or fix or say it's twice. You get it. At this point, there's not a whole lot of build left in me, so it might be best to just set up my equipment and get started, wouldn't it? Yay, DJ things! I eventually am going to practice scratching, not live, no, but in the channel Discord. Once I get comfortable with the basics, oh, this isn't connected. Once I get comfortable with the basics, I will definitely, none of these, I will most definitely do the thing. Can I just raise this up, or do I have to raise it right? Let's see. That should fix it, right? Yeah. All right. So this just was sitting too low into the ground. Alert for after stream care. Have fun. Oh yeah, no problem. Thanks for the alert. And I appreciate the raid. I appreciate you leaving your community with me. I mean, most of your community is also my community and my alliance on Ship 3. I love you guys. I love being here with you guys. I'm not as active as I should be, and I apologize for that, but a lot of times I'm like creep in the middle of the night and sip your pillows. Oh god. Why is that the first thing that came up in my mind? I don't do anything weird like that, but you know, I pop in to quickly like get things done or check on the builds, but I am trying to gear up to be able to do whatever needs to be done. If you need a competent bouncer for anything, I want to be that competent. But I need to actually get geared up first. Damn, okay then. No, I promise you, I don't do anything weird like that. I feel like I've just dug a hole for myself, not in the fun way. I'm glad it wasn't anything worse. I mean, that's pretty bad that that's the first thing I thought of. I'm glad it wasn't anything worse. Oh no. I do need to fix this too, but that's not. How do I fix that? After I dug out the space for the I'm not touching that now, because once I lower this piece won't sit at the same height, and then I'd have to adjust everything else, so I will not touch this right now, because if I decide to do anything else underground in here, it'll kind of fix itself. Hopefully fix itself. Also, what if I did that? Like, what if I made a... No, there's not enough space over here for it. I was thinking of making, like, another, like, underground entrance, but then... Even if it's facing this way, I could have some stairs loop around, and then I've got all this area under the street to play with. Okay, you know, I got the gears turning in my head right now, just thinking of things for future builds, or for future sessions. let me tell you what. Before I go off the deep end and come up with some grand idea that I want to like try to work on. Let me get everything set up, and we'll do the DJ thing. Do bear with me as I start to do that. Let's see. First, I'm gonna unplug my hand tracking because there is not yet a viable way for me to. There's not enough space for me to use my hand tracking and my decks. So let's move this out of the way. Do bear with me. I will. Trying to find a place I can park myself while I do that. Did I not fix this? Oh, I didn't. That's right. I looked right at it and was like, oh, it's fine. No, it's not fine. Oh, this one actually needs to be raised up. I could have sworn I fixed that. Now I know. So sitting a little far out. This way. This way. I'm sorry. There we go. That's more like. Alright. Let's get that gear set up. Earlier we were discussing the fact that we are all mature, responsible adults that make smart financial decisions, and then we all had a crisis of accuracy. But we were talking about how some hobbies are very expensive, and DJing is one of them. Don't get me wrong, it is very fun. It is very fun, and even the gear I have now is not super expensive. The gear I have now is not super expensive, but the only reason I have this gear is because the old expensive stuff I had is obsolete now. So I've got very expensive shelf weights. Bad financial decisions. Well, I mean, mileage may vary. If you are funding a hobby that makes you happy or enriches you in some way, and assuming you're not like hurting anybody or hurting yourself in the process, then is it really a bad decision? I mean, is it a bad decision at that point? Where are you, old power cord? What? Decks are in. Spent money on a HoloLive wall scroll, 2 Amoko plushies, and $107 in pre-order for the new Room Factory Special Edition. Like I said, if it makes you happy, and assuming you're not hurting anybody or hurting yourself or breaking the law while doing it, live your best life. Spend your money however you will. Can't take it with you once you're gone, right? I mean, be responsible, use restraint where you should, but don't overthink it. If it makes you happy. I'm aware of the contradictions of what I'm saying, but both rules definitely apply. Like 9 gifted subs for Rooney's channel. Nice. A couple of people gifted subs a while back. I know Chrono did. when I did Skulls' 10-year anniversary. I know someone subbed yesterday. Someone who came for the SAO stream subbed yesterday, and that was really kind of them. You know, it's like I always say, you don't have to do it, and that's why it means a lot when someone does it. It really does mean a lot. Whoops. So I was trying to get my mouse out of the way. Headphones plugged in. I'm not standing on the cold hard floor. All right. Open all the things. No, Zofkiel, I may take you up on your offer to use your venue for this DJ session. Because I mean, here I don't have one built on ship 3 yet, and I would like to stay on ship 3 for this. And don't worry, ship 3, I promise you, I will build a venue to perform at. So no worries, it will happen. I just need to actually build it. Also, since I'm standing up now, the camera tracking is gonna be a little weird. You're gonna see me like freeze in odd positions a lot. Don't mind it. It's just that's how it goes when I DJ. I know you're probably thinking, well, you don't have to stand. I don't have to stand, but I like to stand. I'm used to doing it that way, so it's a comfort thing. Let's make sure the audio goes out to other programs like OBS, so you can hear the music too. Let's move you over to screen number 3. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I'll finish this burst and meet you in next. Yeah, no problem. I should be able to just jump there. Let me see. Should be able to. Still had your name highlighted, but it still had Rooney's stuff. All right, so those on ship 3, if you wish to come and enjoy the session live, please come to Emperor Zofkiel's creative space, which is, hang on, let me get the address for it. There is the space number right there. Can't move too fast or it'll show the wrong person's spaces. True, I learned that the hard way one time. Yeah, there is the number. Zofkiel, feel free to like put it in the chat, and then one of the mods please pin it. The jail cell is the way to just I see. Ooh, fancy. I like that I can see the water on the floor. That's actually really cool. I like that. That's really cool. There's the bar here. Where is your... I believe that is your seating. Do you have... Never mind, I see it. There we are. Got a fancy setup. I like this. I actually really like that. Doing my line strike grinding. Hey, take your time. I still need to like properly set up and make sure that everything works and can play nice rhythmic noises. Isn't that what music is? I can hear somebody right now pushing their glasses up in the chat and going, actually, sound is vibration, so it's nice vibrations. Listen, Nerdchan, you're at a 10, and I only really need you at a 5. Thank you for that. You're not wrong. Also, I actually did push up my glasses while I was saying that. I mean, you gotta have your fun with it, right? All right, YouTube side. Because I really am not trying to catch another clothesline from from YouTube or any type of copyright disputes, I will have to end on that end. But hey, feel free to pop over to the Twitch side if you like, and continue listening there. So at this point of the stream, I am now ending the YouTube side, and we will continue on. We'll continue on Twitch once I remember how to do that. Oh, maybe the big end stream button works. Let's do that.